I am a native of New Jersey. I've been a resident in North Carolina for 20 years. I have an amazing husband and 5 beautiful children.
Thank you all for attending this extraordinary event, and tonight we are taking the time out to thank our nurses for all the care they have provided to all the patients, friends, and families. We dedicate this night to celebrate your commitment, your compassion, your perseverance to providing top-of-the-line health care to all patients.
Say breakthroughs in the room.
Breakthroughs in the room.
It's yours if you want it. Anticipating.
Patient always has worse going on than you do. They always have more going on than you do. And if you look at it like that, you will understand that compassion comes automatically.
Went ahead, you apply for your EIN, you got that first with your company name, and you go to the state level to apply, and it's no longer available. Now you have to do additional paperwork just to try to get everything balanced, right?
We are doing a Make the Call to Get the Client challenge. It's a 5-day challenge, and I want you to be a part of it. If you are a healthcare staffing owner and you are suffering with getting clients, hospitals, nursing homes, whatever your niche is, whatever.
We adore each other. We love being with each other, right?
No, I adore it. I enjoy it. I love it.
I don't know what you're going through, but we stopped by to tell you that what's in front of you is bigger than what's behind you. Your destiny, your promise, your future. You might as well shout before you get it, because God sent me here to tell you that what He has for you is gonna be big. That it's my season.
That it's my season.
You ought to declare that over your own life. Say, I believe.
I believe.
Go. And you want that person to have that integrity, that professionalism when the door is closed. Because that's what matters.
If you're diabetic or you're diabetic, it's a chance that you might lose some type of sensation in your feet. So you always want to touch the water when you get in any type of bath water, when you're immersing yourself in like a jacuzzi or anything.
So how do you see your journey from that point in time till now? And what is it now that you are aiming for? What is it that you seek for yourself?
So right now, I'm just seeking to touch medical professionals nationwide, because,
accountability kicks in, and that is what we have with our medical professionals. We make sure they are all of that when the door is closed. So
that's awesome. And
that matters the most to your family, your health, and your happiness. You have to choose happiness over anything. And my husband, I love you. I say, look, you happiness over anything. All right, don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere, y'all. I'm telling you, today, out of all days, like, y'all know I like answering y'all questions, but somebody asked a juicy question. I'm going to give you a juicy answer for this one. I give y'all real stuff, but this particular question right here, y'all getting straight from my course, straight from my book. Do not miss this. Y'all, I'm giving some juicy information on this question. And guess what? It could have been your question, so don't go anywhere. Thanks. All right, y'all. So welcome. This is Questions and Answers Live, 15-minute live Q&A with your CEO 3 times, the real Alisa Applewhite. I am the real Alisa Applewhite, and I'm so glad that you're here with me today. All right, let's get into it. So why do I go live Monday through Friday, y'all? I'm looking over here because y'all know, for those who have been with me, I put on the clock. All right. So we got our 15 minutes on the clock. Awesome. Why do I go live Monday through Friday, y'all? It's simple. You keep asking me a question, right? You ask me a question, I answer it. You text me, you email me, you message me, and I answer your question, right? You call me, I answer your question. So I wish that I had 15 minutes to answer each person's question about themselves, but I don't. So what I do have is 15 minutes a day to answer one question, and that's what we do. We are live here every day, Monday through Friday, at 12 p.m. on all social media platforms. You can catch us live answering your questions. So keep asking your questions. Don't stop, okay? Now, for those people on Saturdays and Sundays, they might say, Alisa, you're not live on Saturdays and Sundays. No, I'm not. I got my life on Saturdays and Sundays, y'all. I answer your questions, but there is a pre-recording of the question that you asked, right? So every question that I've answered, there is a recording for it. So go back to the question. You can type up the question. You can type up one keyword, and that'll populate the videos that we created, all right? So keep asking your questions. But today's question, I'm just like so super excited about. I think I'm in the wrong banner. Let's see. Oh yeah, here's the right banner, right? So I'm like super excited about this. And let's see if I turn it off. There we go. All right. So today's question, y'all, for those who are been with me for a long time, we starting with the question first. All right. So this is episode number 118. 118 lives. Look, y'all ain't gotta do it. I'm gonna pat myself on the back. What? I'm gonna push myself through this situation. 118 lives, y'all. I've been live for 118 days, for anywhere from 15 to 30 minutes a day. All right. So how many business bank accounts do I need? Y'all, I get this question all the time. When I first started, I was told 2. Then I was told 3. Then I was told, oh, you only need 2. Listen to what I'm saying to you. If you have not read my book, this is a shameless plug. Make the call to get the client. How any business owner can create 7 figures in their business. It literally breaks down to you the accounts that you need. And not only does it break down the accounts that you need, it tells you what to put in each account. It literally tells you what to put in each account and why. So get the book, make the call to get the client. You can go get the book at therealaac.com. Let me add no, I'm not going to add a banner in. I am going to put it in the comments for y'all so y'all can have it, because you're going to need the book for this, right? If you are a business owner and you don't know how to separate your money, you're going to need the book for this, all right? So it's coming through. Go ahead, purchase the book. If you see the links that's up there right now, y'all, that is our webinar that is happening on Thursday. And I want y'all to bring your family, right? I want you to bring anybody, because most people don't know what a healthcare staffing agency is. Majority of people think it's a home care agency. It's not, right? I am the plug between the nurses and the hospitals. Okay. I'm the plug, y'all. So I want people to at least know what it is, right? So bring your family to the webinar. So the webinar links are in the comments, and then the book. So you're going to have to get the book in order to go into detail. I wish I had time to go over all 7 accounts that I think that you should have as a business owner, but I'm literally going to go over 3. So I'll answer your question and I'll go over 3, right? So how many business bank accounts do I need as a business owner, right? So as a healthcare staffing owner, for sure. And this is generalized business to me. The way I broke it down is the business. It's not just healthcare staffing. I think every business should have these 7 accounts. Okay. But we're going to only go over 3. So if you want to know the 7 accounts, I put the link in the chat. Get the book today. All right. So let's get to it. First thing, operational account. Every business owner, I don't care who you are, you should have an operations account, okay? This is the account that is responsible for paying all of the things that keeps your business operating. Example, if you are paying for a payroll company and you're paying a payroll fee, the payroll fee comes out of the operational account. If you are paying Spectrum for internet services, The spectrum bill comes out of the operational account. If you are paying a landlord to rent that location to have your office, right? That rent that you're renting now comes out of the operational account. If you are paying a mortgage on a company building that you own, right? That mortgage now comes out of that operational account. If you are paying child support, right? If you are paying garnishment fees out of that for your medical professionals, now that's two ways. They can actually add that in your payroll. If you have a great payroll company, they can add that in your payroll. But and it should be added. That's your payroll. Let's stick with that payroll. Taxes is a separate account. If you are paying for office groceries, right? Like you should literally have a budget on how much money you spend per month that goes towards office groceries. That comes out of the operational account. If you have a printer and you print paper, right? Or you print things, or you have stuff like marketing, that all comes out of your operational account. The operational account is anything that's going to keep the business going, right? So if you have like softwares like Hootsuite, right, that schedules all your social media. If you have Zoom, right, where you can get on a team and get on the Zoom and talk to your team. If you have DocuSign, which is a legal signing document system that you can use. If you have all of these platforms and you pay a monthly fee for them, that comes out of your operational account. Now, I always tell my team, I always teach my mentees, they say, Alisa, how much goes into the operational account? Everything that comes into your business goes through the operational account, and then it funnels into the other accounts that you have. So, for prime example, if I have $50,000 that's revenue coming into my business, that whole $50,000 is going to go into my operational account. I'm going to split it up based on how I need to split it up, and then the rest are going to the other accounts. Now, if you get the book, or when you get the book, it literally tells you how much percentage should go into each account. I learned this when I truly learned about breaking down accounts, y'all. I read two books, Trash Man and Cash Man and Boss Moves, and it gives Myron Golden credit in the book. He literally showed me how to do accounts in my personal life, and I changed it for healthcare. I came up with the idea like, oh, this would be awesome to have this particular account for healthcare, this particular account. Okay. So I thought about it, and I'm just like, you know what? It's not just healthcare. This can help a lot of business people. A lot of business people do not know how to break down accounts. A lot of business people don't even have a budget sheet. We have a budget sheet. We have a monthly budget sheet. We know what we make in monthly, annually, yearly. Annual is yearly, hourly, daily. Like we know what we're making. Okay. So operational account is the bank account that you need that brings in all of your revenue, and then you separate it based on there. All right, get the book for the details. So the next thing that you should have as a business owner, let's talk about it. How many business bank accounts do I need, right? Again, I said 7, but it's in my book. Go buy the book, therealaac.com/book. The link is in the chat, but I'm only going to discuss 3. The second account that you should have is the payroll account, right? So this is very, very important to have a payroll account, because you do not want anybody to have access to this payroll account but the payroll company. Alisa had that flaw first year in business where I mixed everything into one account, and when them operational expenses came out and them other expenses came out, they took a little bit of the payroll with them, and I had to figure out a way to put the payroll back so the payroll could get paid on time. So what I'm saying to you is, when that money comes into your operational account, whatever the payroll is, if your payroll is $35,000 for that week, if your payroll is $200,000 for that week, if your payroll is $1 million for that week, right? You're going to take that $1 million and you're going to slip it right into, from the operationals account, because all your money came in there, you're going to slip it right into that payroll account. The only person that should have access to your payroll account is your accountant, for viewing purposes only, not withdrawals or anything, just viewing purposes and transactions that go in and out that they can see. But your payroll company is the only one that should have access to bring in ACH, where they are actually taking the money out for your payroll. Okay. Nobody else has access to this account. You have a small amount of transactions, right? So prime example, And this is really good for your accountant. Your accountant is going to ask you how many transactions you have coming out your account. This is the question y'all should ask. This is the next question y'all need to ask. That we need to add. How many transactions do I got coming out of your account? Now, if you say to your accountant, well, each day I have 20 transactions coming out. 20 transactions a day times 365 days. You know how much work you're about to give me? No, let me give you this real high price, all right? But if you say to your accountant, how many transactions you got coming out of this payroll? If your accountant say to you, how many transactions you got coming out of this payroll account? You say, oh, it's only 52 transactions. Why is it only 52 transactions, y'all? Why is it only 52 transactions? Put it in the chat. If your payroll company, your payroll account is only supposed to be used for payroll, you pay your staff once a week. Why is it 52 transactions that should only come out of that account, right? It should be 52 going in and 52 coming out, period, all right? Period, all right? So the reason why is because each week you pay your staff, so that's 52 transactions. So it should be 52 minimum of 52 transactions a year, right? If you're paying your staff bi-weekly, that should be a minimum of 26 weeks per year, right? So 26 transactions. So definitely, y'all, you want to make sure that when you are doing your business account, that you have a payroll account that your payroll has access to only and nobody else has access to. All right, let's go to the third account. How many business bank accounts do I need? Again, I said 7, but you need to look in my book for the details, and I dropped the link for the book. But I'm mentioning 3. The third account is your growth account. This is to me, is a very important account because this determines when I can hire somebody, right? So you have a growth account, and that growth account literally says to you, hey, Alisa, I got some money in here, girl. You can put 3 people to work. You ain't got to work as hard no more because we got money in this account, right? That account literally allows me to hire not the medical professional, but the office staff I need to help me to get more medical professionals, okay? Anytime in healthcare staffing, if you are competent, if you have the needs, if you have the capacity, you can hire medical professionals at any time in your business if you are able to staff them, right? That's all that the fancy words is, if you're able to staff them. But at any time, you can't hire office staff. There is a limit to when you hire office staff. So you got to hire office staff once you reach a certain limit in revenue. And once you hit that limit in revenue, then you can hire that office staff because they're supposed to make that same amount of revenue. Okay. So this is your growth account. Your growth account is only for hiring your office staff. And as I teach my mentees, you should always hire in 3. So that's a whole nother thing. We've got 2 minutes left. So make sure you have a growth account, and this account is only for hiring people. It's only for scaling your business. It's only for saying, all right, I've been doing this job long enough. Now I want to hire 3 of me. Okay. All right. So let's get it. Episode number 118. How many business accounts do I need? 1 is the operational account. We talked about it. Number 2 is the payroll account. And number 3 is the growth account. Okay, y'all. People ask me this question all the time, right? Why do they call you CEO 3 times? Why do they call you CEO 3 times? Everybody's a CEO 3 times, right? You are bossing yourselves, you're bossing your community and your kids, and you're bossing your job or your business wherever you are in life, right? So everybody's a boss 3 times, y'all, but I kept it simple. We have 3 companies here at Top of the Line Healthcare Staffing. Our first company is Top of the Line Healthcare Staffing. Me and my husband own. We also, Top of the Line, let me tell you a little bit about them. We staff medical professionals in hospitals, doctors' offices, and nursing homes, right? Then we have TOTLHS Heart to Go Inc. This is our nonprofit. This is the baby that helps us give back to our medical professionals, okay? And then we have the company number 3, the real Alisa Applewhite Consulting, which has brought you, I keep doing this wrong. Oh, right there. I did it right this time. The real Alisa Applewhite Consulting in the corner right there, right? This has brought you 15 minutes live with me, your CEO, to answer any question that you have that's appropriate, because I be getting some inappropriate questions. I be getting some inappropriate questions. I'm like, would your mama answer this question? That's when you send me a question, ask yourself that. Would your mama answer that question? Okay. And if your mama ain't gonna answer it, don't send it to Alisa because she ain't gonna answer. I got 5 whole kids. So The Real Alisa Applewhite Consulting, we help everyday people build a healthcare staffing agency from scratch. And with that being said, we're having a webinar this Thursday, so please attend our webinar. It is completely free to you, your kids, your family, your uncles, your brothers, your sister. Come and bring your family, right? The link is in the chat for the webinar, so go ahead and click it so you can be part of that webinar, y'all. We also have a course coming at the end of this month, which I believe the course starts in February. But we have a challenge coming January 29th. So make sure you come to the webinar so you get some free information. You can learn how to build your healthcare staffing agency. We're giving out free gifts, y'all. We give really good gifts. Okay? We're giving out free gifts so you can learn how to build your staffing agency from scratch, and you know it coming out the webinar for free, right? I really don't give fluff. If y'all see my videos, y'all see I don't give too much fluff. Well, no, I don't give enough fluff. All right, so definitely, y'all, that's what the consulting company do. Also at the consulting company, we go into schools and help kids. We also speak. We have a podcast called Beyond the Scrubs Podcast with your CEO 3 times. We have a book. I told you about the book. The book has the account, so you need to get the book definitely. Y'all, we have so much in this business, but the goal is to make sure we're getting compassionate, accountable, professional medical professionals at the bedside of patients. All right. So we did that one, y'all. I want you to follow me on all social media platforms. The Real Alisa Applewhite everywhere. Every social media platform is not going to change. It's The Real Alisa Applewhite. So make sure you are following me on social media platforms. Look, right, giving a shout out to Tiffany Tyus. Giving a shout out on Instagram. That is my MMU family. Thank you for coming and joining in. Make sure you go subscribe to my YouTube channel now. Like, I'm not asking, go subscribe later. I think I love my kids. Hey, Latoya, welcome in. I'm not saying go subscribe later. Go to the YouTube now and subscribe to The Real Alisa Applewhite. Y'all, I've been asking people to subscribe. God said I have not because I asked not, and every day I'm getting additional subscribers. So go right now and subscribe to the YouTube channel, okay? All right, as I told you, we have the challenge coming up, make the call to get the client. And we got the webinar this Thursday. Don't miss it. The link is in the chat. You do not want to miss the webinar. Y'all, we give so much free game. It's crazy. Like, I'm still deciding why I'm not giving so much free game. All right, so it's this Thursday. Make sure you're joining the webinar. As always, y'all, I would love to say, so I gave out my shout outs, right? Let me see. Did I give out my shout outs? I gave out my shout outs. Why is these banners still up? Because I got to pull them down. That's why it's still up. All right. So shout out to Tiffany Tyus. And then I think I love my kids, my sister Latoya. Tiffany is also my sister from MMU. Thank you for tuning in. Faye Williams, y'all. Give a shout out to Faye Williams, my mama from another daddy. From another mama. But thank you for always being here. I appreciate it, Mom. All right. So as always, I always end it with y'all. If y'all know, I love y'all, right? People who follow me know this. I tell you I love you. I don't care how weird you think it is. I don't care if you think anything is going on. But I absolutely love you, and I want you to know that I care about everything that you're doing. I want you to know you can push through this. I want you to know that it might seem heavy right now, like, oh my God, I don't know where it's coming from. It ain't for you to know. It ain't for you to figure it out. God already figured it out. The only thing it is for you to figure out is how to build a relationship with God, right? Get in alignment with God so that everything else will fall into place. And what I'm saying to you is your mama love you, your sister love you, Alisa love you, your husband love you, your kids even love you, your friends, they love you. But nobody loves you like God, period. Nobody. There's not a soul in this world that has skin like I have skin. And I'm not talking about skin color. I mean skin. That loves you, the amount of love that God loves you, y'all. That peace, I'm telling you, that peace, you be wanting to sit in it all day. Like, just let me marinate in the peace. But then you gotta get yourself a little shooken up so you can keep going on God's journey, right? But go out and build this relationship with your creator, right? If you do nothing else, go and build this relationship with your creator. I promise you, it'll be the best decision you ever made in your life. Go pick up a Bible, start reading, go pray, go build a relationship with your creator. All right. Thank you. Latoya says she subscribed. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate that. All right, y'all. I will see y'all tomorrow. For those people who are still on, we have a book club. We don't have a book club, but Highlight Films has a book club. So you can join. It starts at 12 and it ends at 1. So get your 30 minutes of reading it. All right, family. I'm going to leave y'all with this.
Time is not promised to anybody. So you have to be very intentful with your time. Because the simple fact of when you are in business, you are given so many tasks, you're given so many things to do that if you don't have a specified time on when you're going to do these things, when you're going to target these things, then they get lost in the sauce, right? And you should always do your intent schedule based on what has to be done now. What needs to be done right now that's going to generate revenue for my company or my business, right? How to get to the, as David Shan says, how to get to the bag now, right? So that task is always within that 1 hour block where you break it down to 15-minute circles, or you can break it down to 30 minutes, however intent you want to be. Intent for me is 15 minutes. I want to know what I can accomplish in 15 minutes. And we'll get a little bit more intent and see, I want to know what I can accomplish in 5 minutes, right? But right now, see what you can accomplish, because the thing that is going to get you to the bag first or get you increased revenue is the thing that's going to keep your business going. So you have to prioritize, right?